All right, perfect. Here we
All right.
go. So
All
I
right.
think Sherry's starting us off.
It is. Hi, everybody. I'm Sherry, and thank you for logging on. And if you're watching the recording later, thank you for being resilient and catching up to us. We do this every Tuesday night at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and I love it. I love our community. I love learning more about our products from doTERRA and also just living well. Um, okay, Thank you, Esty. I love connecting on other levels too. And we just figured Esty and my daughter are in the same business. Okay, so on to this. Restful nights for better days. Who raise your hand if you wish that you slept better and woke up more rested more of the time? It's a common thing. That's why we chose to spend a whole month on it. Meanwhile, next month, our topic is going to be spring cleaning. And so we're doing, if you're in the San Diego area, we're doing a workshop at my house in Pacific Beach on the 13th from 6 to 7:30. There's the link down below to RSVP. If you think you can come, we really appreciate knowing that so that we can have enough supplies, and we do limit it to 10 people. It's $10 if you show up on your own, or if you bring a friend, you both get to come in for free. We're going to make a tile scrub and a really cute air freshener thing that's like I say heartfelt because it's heart shaped, made out of felt, and it has like a little ribbon that looks like leaves. So cute. Okay, next. And also along the lines of spring cleaning for April on the 27th, still at my house in PB, we're going to do a yoga class led by Lisa, who's a really amazing yoga teacher. In fact, she's not on right now because she's diving into another round of yoga with her guru. But again, limited space. So we'd really like to know that you're coming. So please be sure to, yeah, you're 2 hours away. You're welcome to come down for SD. If you're ever in San Diego area, whether it's by cars, planes, or trains, automobiles, you're always welcome to come. So it's really fun to get together, and we always have a good time. So optimizing your sleep routine. I love it that I got this part of the slideshow because I think I sleep well, and I think this is part of it. And last week I didn't know it was our cue, and I just started talking about it last week. So now I get to expand on it. So what is a sleep routine? I'd love to hear in the chat if you do have a sleep routine or if this is new information for you. But I think I first learned it when I had kids and I wanted them to have a routine. And then from that was 31 years ago, I've continued doing it for myself. And so in a nutshell, it's a routine set of activities that you perform every night in the same pattern um, before you go to bed. And Melissa says she's working on getting hers more consistent. Yeah, I struggle with consistency, but not so much for this. So I don't know why, but that's my story. People say that routines don't work, but if you think about it, sometimes people will have a routine of going home, being on the couch, watching TV and falling asleep. Well, that's a routine, but you can also tweak it to where it adds other things. Today we're going to give you some suggestions that will improve your quality of sleep, and try adding one simple shift until you become consistent and then layer it up from there. I learned that from Jen, and I also learned about stacking your habits. So I wanted to incorporate taking frankincense under my tongue for inflammation. And so I put it next to my toothbrush. So my night routine is we walk the dog, we come back, we have dinner. I had a friend yesterday say, you do so much. I don't know how you do so much. We have, more than one businesses and 4 kids and an elderly mom and a grandkid and so much. But I do a lot in the day, but I don't run that out until right at bedtime. So we walk the dog, we have dinner, we have free time, and we have even a series of shows from gnarly to medium to super light and nothing. And then, put on the diffuser, which I think someone else is going to talk about, but just a routine of teeth, skin, hair, and that's all of that is telling your body, hey, this is about to happen. And it kind of helps you shift gears. So tip 1, no technology 1 to 2 hours before bed, which honestly, we don't do this perfectly because we do watch TV and then go to bed. But, oh wait, let me keep up with the chats too. Melissa says she's good about the diffuser blend and oils. And Megan says she goes to the bedroom around 8 and washes up, turns on the diffuser, humidifier, serums, moisturizers, and reads. Oh, that's really good. And then, yeah, the technology is Melissa's biggest challenge. I personally think it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So like we don't watch gnarly things right before bed. We watch super light, cute things like that Carol Burnett show with the kids or something about it, like a baking show or something. But it, you'll find your groove. If you really have awareness and you try different things, you'll see what is supporting you and what is sabotaging you. I personally keep my phone in my room because I have an elderly mom and a grandbaby that I help support. So, and blue blockers if they're using the screens in the evening. Yeah, our yoga teacher has a company that does glasses with blue blockers. So yeah, again, you'll Melissa's wearing them right now. You'll find your groove and just be aware of, like, if you're having a last 2 nights ago, I learned something that was kind of stirring me up before we went to bed. And then I went to bed and I was like wide awake, and it gave me so much compassion. I was like, this is what people feel like sometimes. But then I told myself, I had a talk with myself, Sherry, you're going to table that. You're going to put it over here. Meditation is also a really powerful tool to like get in charge of your thoughts and be able to compartmentalize them and like, not always be dwelling in them. And then I was able to shift gears. Okay, so next slide, sleep routine, dim your lights. I loved reading this. I even made notes about it because I thought it was an interesting concept that I'd never consciously thought about, but I think I've always kind of naturally done, is when you think about it in nature, it's not sunny and then all of a sudden, dark. We just naturally go into sunset and the afterset, and it gets into, twilight, and it starts getting dark. And this is what they're saying we should emulate within our homes. And so try not to have super bright lights in your room. Make it so that you can turn off that soft light without getting out of bed. Like really try to unwind yourself slowly and not go from like one extreme to the other. And I thought that was interesting. My best sleep, although I sleep pretty good all the time, but my best sleep was I lived on a boat for 4 years, and we were on a mooring ball where we didn't even have like shore power. And we went to bed with the sun and we woke up with the sun, and it was like the most beautiful 4 years of sleep I've ever had. Melissa's saying she has a salt lamp near her bed, but on the floor, so it's not brightening the whole room. All right, next slide is Megan. That was it for me.
Yes, thank you. And actually for the lighting in the bedroom, you can have multiple lights, one that's your brighter while you're doing things, and then softer lights that are more behind you than in front of you. So you're not seeing that bright light in front of you. Okay, so tip 3 for your sleep routine, turn on your diffuser. Get that diffuser going about 30 minutes before bed. Maybe you mix it up regularly, or potentially you have to set a blend to trigger your mind that it's time to relax and drift off to sleep. Keep a carafe of water by your diffuser with your oils to make for easier refilling, and maybe even fill your diffuser each morning so it's ready to go. I actually have a watering can that I use in the bedroom for my plants, my diffuser, my humidifier. So when I go through and I do all of them at the same time. And then it's always right there. I have my oils in the little doTERRA 3-piece holder. And yeah, so having that stuff readily available is really good. Some of the good sleep diffuser blends, Sleepy Thyme, 1 drop marjoram, 1 drop thyme, bedtime stories, 1 drop fennel, 3 drops lemon, 1 drop wild orange, and 1 drop cedarwood. Sleep summer or sleep sweet slumber, 3 drops bergamot, 2 drops cedarwood, 1 drop marjoram, Rockabye Baby, 3 drops patchouli, 2 drops sandalwood, and 1 drops jasmine. I really like doing, and I'm saying this a lot in the chat. I really like doing breathe. I'll do serenity, lavender, and every once in a while, especially if I feel like I'm a little bit more stressed, even a little bit of the adaptive works really well. So yeah, in the comments, Melissa, breathe and serenity. Kim, serenity, lavender, and breathe. So yeah, there's never a bad time. Tip number 4, take a shower or bath before bed. Not only does this cleanse the day away physically and energetically, it also helps to keep your bed clean and calm your mind, so you can get a more restful night's sleep. It doesn't have to be a long shower, even just a quick 2-3 minute rinse yourself off. If you're feeling very warm before you go to bed, turn the knob down, get it warm, and then just slowly turn it down a little bit cooler and a little bit cooler. And you would be amazed how much better you feel when you get out of the shower. I'm the youngest of my family, so I always had to do the latest shower. So I switched to just showering at night, and it's been a habit for over 30 years. But you can also diffuse in the shower. You can make little shower bombs that you can put in the shower. Lavender, eucalyptus is really good to help calm the mind before you go to bed. Same thing if you take a bath, add some drops of lavender, eucalyptus, serenity, any of those to your bath as well. And tip 5, take your supplements. We dove deep into this last week, and the recording can be found in our Facebook group. For a quick review, take one or any of these 3, Serenity, Adaptive, and Copaiba. You can take, they can be taken about 30 minutes before bed and can help calm your mind. You can also take them again if you happen to wake up during the night.
Unmute myself. Sorry. It's weird. It tells me I'm signed out, but I'm like, I'm still here. So tip number 6. This one, I think it's kind of funny that Sherry got to start us off with like the routine, because she's like on it. And Megan, you talked about showers, because that's like, obviously you've been doing that for your routine for 30 years. My biggest easy go-to, if I forget anything else with like diffusing or doing other ones, this is one I almost like never forget, because I have rollers right by the bed or the oil right by the bed, and it's the easiest one for me to do. And I don't have to remember, because the diffuser I've been using right now is the Rome one. So I do have to put it back on its charging base in the bathroom. So if I forget to charge it, sometimes I'm like, oops. But this, I definitely love putting. Honestly, the one that I've been using the most is vetiver. When they made that in the roller, I started using that on the bottoms of my feet, big toe, behind, even on the back of my ear, like ear bone, but like definitely the bottoms of my feet with things to really help. Balance was another one that I would do. And then there's some new ones that they've come out with, but these are the go-tos if you're really looking. And then obviously you find ones that work for you. But Serenity, Balance, Adaptive, Vetiver, Copaiba. So some of those same ones we say are diffusing or in the capsules, like, again, you're going to see a pattern. These are the same ones to put on the bottoms of your feet, because especially when you're doing that on that big toe, it can help that calming of the mind, to help you relax and just kind of like kickstart a great night's sleep. So when I am really, really in need, I do the supplements, the diffusing, I do like the mist on the bed sheets, and I do this all like on my feet and behind the ears. And that's like when I know I just need to like conk out. And I literally already take like an extra serenity capsule out and like have it next to me. So if I wake up and I'm like, oh, I need just a little bit more because I'm still like restless or whatever, that's what I do with my kickstart routine. Yeah, SD, the Facebook group is Natural Wellness Collective. All right. So next week, just kind of like how Sherry started us off with the live event here in San Diego, we're switching all next month with spring cleaning, non-toxic cleaning and living. So we're going to dive a little bit more into what supplements and products and things that you can use around your house. I've been doing lots of laundry and using a lot of our products right now. So we'll learn a little bit more of that next month, because it's already going to be April. Cannot believe that. Time flies. There are still, again, last couple days, March promotions, 10% off ginger. The product of the month they were focusing on was the fiber packet. So if you did order already and you got that LRP order in time, you were able to get some of those free to try out for their digestive health. If you have questions about that still, go ahead and just reach out to somebody and we'll help get you the answers you need if you still have questions on that. 3 easiest ways to get started. So we have the retail, most expensive way, nothing wrong with this. Like Sherry says, I love how again, what works for you, right? But there's none of that guidance. It's often, just sold in stores. So like if you walk into the clinic that Jen and Owen run here in San Diego at their PT Wellness Clinic, there's stuff right on the shelf that you can buy retail. You just want some Deep Blue, something like that, go ahead and get it. Wholesale, this is, like Costco, right? You pay that membership. Actually, we have to change that now, right, Sherry? Because you can qualify with just ordering. So we do have to change this. So we will update this a little bit because they are going to start just removing that account fee if you just place an actual order and become a wholesale customer, right? So you can still be a retail customer, but if you're deciding to be a wholesale customer, even if you just make a purchase of one item, they're not really limiting it to certain amounts anymore that you can have that fee waived. But again, you can still get even below that and get more for your bang for your buck. Basically, is that fee will still be waived, but the benefits of being able to have, earning those points back in doTERRA dollars, no monthly order requirement. You're going to get the guidance from our team like we are doing now. Going to get all those benefits still, but the kits that they build are already below wholesale. So you're getting even more value. So even if you tried to build that kit, even at the wholesale prices, it's still not going to, if you pick it and put it all together, you're still going to get a better bang for your buck by if you do see a kit that you like and you want to do that. But again, what works best for you? Some works better to just, pick their things and get started. Others, they want to go ahead and jump in. So some of our favorite kits, I know Sherry went right in, jumped in. She's like, I'm doing it all. She went the Natural Solutions kit where you get those supplements that you're going to try. You get the Deep Blue, you get those top 10 oils, you get the toothpaste, you get the large diffuser, you get that carrying box. You get a lot of the products, right? So that you're really jumping in and trying 450, you get that 45 point value. And then the kit, another kit that we really like is you get those larger bottles, so the 15 milliliter bottles, which is about 250 drops, so they're going to last you a long time. You're going to still get that larger diffuser, top 10 oils, and it's $270. Or you can just start with, and I think this is closer, I think it was one of the family start kits when I started, closer to when I got, where you get the diffuser to start, which is the little cute pebble diffuser. You get the 5 milliliter bottles, so they're a little bit smaller, still 85 drops per. You still get the wholesale membership, you still get the guidance and support, along with those top 10 oils. This is, so all of these are very common ones that people start with. Just kind of depends on which one might work for you. Again, you can go ahead and ask whoever invited you or connect, and we can help you decide what is going to work best for you. So again, perks for getting started with our team. You get those wholesale prices for a year, or as long as you decide that you want to continue on that private 30-minute consult from us. You get the welcome guide, tips, recipes. This is amazing. I still refer to it all the time. I have it printed out. I have it in a little binder. You get the ongoing education support like we're doing now, our weekly education series, things in our Facebook group if you're on Facebook, lots of different things even just through doTERRA. They have a whole training that's free that you can go and do their little trainings, which I love doing, but it's hard with being a teacher, but I still do it. Those loyalty rewards, you can earn free oils. Again, amazing customer service just directly from them as well. I've never had an issue that they haven't fixed, if not gone above and beyond. And I think all of us say, like, one of the biggest things is when you do talk to them, you are talking to a human, right? And they're not just reading from a script. They are individually helping you solve whatever concern that you have. And then again, so who you buy your essential oils from is just as important as where. So you got to think about that as well. At least that's something that we think about. So is doTERRA the business right for you? So some of the things we have to ask, two things. Do you like natural products and helping others? Obviously, if you're watching this or you're here live with us, that question's already answered yes, right? Would you like to earn some extra money or replace your income? So if you've answered yes to either of these questions, you can hang around for the second half of this call. So the first half, we dive into this education series. Second half, we kind of stick around, do our team building, our business planning, and we kind of like jump in, and you can kind of be a fly in the wall if you want, or jump right in with us and have questions. So I am going to stop my share right there. And if anybody has any questions, I know we had some in the chat, but I think we answered most of them. Don't know if anybody else. Esther, you found it on Facebook, right? Or Megan? Oh yeah.
I actually was part of the group, but since I ordered as a customer in 2020 and the notifications were off, so I just fixed all that. I found it. It doesn't have to be answered here necessarily if someone wants to talk to me after, but I have questions about the ordering, because now you said they waived the fee. So I have someone who wants to order and I don't know how to, I'm confused. So I don't know how to explain to her choices.
All right. Yes.
Hey, Sherry, I